Hey guys, Andrew Esquivel here, back with another update on my fish tanks. So, this fish tank doesn't really have all that many fish. This is my white Specter crayfish breeding tank. So I was talking to one of my commenters on a video, and we had some good back and forth, and I decided, you know what, it's been a while since I've actually done a video detailing what's changed and what's new going on in this 55-gallon fish tank. So, as you can see, the crayfish are getting big. Now, I should have probably scraped some of the algae off of the glass here, but this is Mama Cray. It's Casper. She's got a lot of brown on her because white contrasts extremely well with whatever grows on her. So, whether it's, random bacteria or detritus or algae, that'll grow on the shell if they don't molt for a long time, and she's been in this exoskeleton for a while. It's not harmful, it's not hurting her, it's just cosmetic because she's white and everything contrasts really well in white. You can see the same thing going on with some of the younger crayfish as well. I mean, if we find a really good example, here's a good example. When I say bacteria, I don't really mean anything bad, I just mean like beneficial bacteria that, is naturally in the water, finds a place to settle. It's the same kind of stuff that's growing on the glass here. It's just algae, random bacteria, etc. Normally my autosinkless take care of it. Once in a while I have to manually scrape it. That being said, there's plenty of these little guys. I added this little thing here because I figured, hey, I bet they would like to climb that. And as you can see, this plastic little mesh thing right here has the same kind of brown buildup. Like I said, it's not harmful, it just builds up because that's what it does. Still, once these little guys molt, they become white as snow once again. But look at them, they're so big! They've gotten so much bigger since the last update. They were just tiny little popcorns, and I call them my little popcorns because they love to pop up and down, back and forth, and as you can see, they don't really mind each other's company. They're actually doing pretty good. They just kind of sit around just being lazy. They hang around, they find a spot they like, they'll crawl in places, yada yada. Casper tends to be queen of the castle here. She likes her spot. Other crayfish will come in, but the crayfish don't really fight each other all that much, is what I've noticed. I was talking with another viewer, like I said, in a different video. We were talking about the possibility of crayfish being aggressive towards each other, and that is definitely true. Crayfish are territorial, they are opportunistic scavengers, and they will be cannibals if given the chance. But, thankfully, I haven't really had much of that happen. And I have tried some things like having a ton of little PVC tubes. If you look down there, I've got a crud ton of PVC tubes that I had cut. There's like 30 or 40 in there. And I had tried that concept so that every crayfish could have a home. And I did it with rusty crayfish, which were wild crayfish, much more aggressive. And what I noticed is when you do that, instead of each crayfish finding a home for themselves, they all find one spot that they all really like, and then they fight over that one spot and kill each other over that. So, based on my observations with rusty crayfish, I'm not sure I want to do that again. Also, having a ton of tubes and stuff makes cleaning the tank an absolute nightmare. So, there's some downsides to that theory. Having it open and up like this, they seem to be doing okay. But, while we're here, let's talk about feeding, because that is important. What do I feed them? I feed them frozen sweet peas. I swear to you, every crayfish I've ever had, whether it's a wild rusty, whether it's a Mexican dwarf, or whether it's these white specters, they love frozen sweet peas. They eat it all. And I'm actually about to feed them their frozen sweet peas right now so I can show you. So, pour a few frozen sweet peas. It's honestly probably more than they need. Pour a little on each side. They will get to it, trust me. And the nice thing about frozen sweet peas is they're super, super cheap. You can get them at any grocery store. See? They go for them right away. And the key is to make sure everyone has enough. They just tear into these things. It's got a lot of fiber. It's got a lot of veggies. Well, it is a veggie. You know, it's got all the nutrients they need for a while. And I don't just feed them these. I feed them a variety of different things, but their main diet is frozen sweet peas. So they seem to really like it. They'll take the shell off of the sweet pea and eat the inside first, and then later on they will eat the shell. And it looks like Mama Cray has noticed that there is noms to be had. She is a little shy, but she will definitely come out and get her noms when she wants them. You may notice a few of these guys are missing a claw here and there. That does happen because they do. This guy right here, no claws. They will regenerate their missing limbs within 1 to 2 molts, so I'm not really concerned about that. So long as they get food, they'll be fine. So, you know, it comes with the territory, and I call them our little popcorns because look at them, they pop. When they get freaked out, they back up and pop away. So, and they're white, so the popcorns. Shitty little popcorns. Love these guys. So anywho, basically what this whole update is talking about is these guys have gotten a lot bigger. They are a good 1.5 to 2 inches long. Mama Cray is doing okay. She's doing good. She's been a good Mama Cray, hasn't attacked anyone. She's been very, very docile. Little bit of whatever the brown stuff is growing on the exoskeleton, but you know, what are you going to do? It's a hard water tank, you know. Things like that'll happen. But yes, frozen sweet peas for the win. It's only like $1 for like a huge bag of frozen sweet peas. And yeah. So when I'm not feeding them frozen sweet peas, I do diversify their diet with some crab croissant. Oh, sorry. No. Not croissant, that would be a croissant. Crab cuisine. And then, on top of that, I have this Nutrifin Max Predator pellets. And what I'll do with these Predator pellets, instead of putting them all in at once, I have this pepper grinder, which I've cleaned out and taken all of the pepper out of, and I will grind these big, these are nice big chunks of big pellets, and I'll grind them into tiny little things, and they'll just eat the little tiny things as they float down. So I diversify their diet, but they mainly eat frozen sweet peas. That's pretty much it. They're growing, they're doing good. I've sold a few of them already. They seem happy. They seem pretty docile for the most part. They got a place to kind of move around now, thankfully. You know, moving out of the 10-gallon tank was a big step, but I'm glad I did it. And yeah, thanks for watching.